Hello and welcome back one and all. So we are here today for the latest Adventure Quest 3D update, and of course I'm going to go through all of the quests for you. Now I haven't looked into titles or anything yet, but I sure will at some point, and I'll put that in a separate video, presuming there have been some new ones added. So I'm pretty much just going to go through all of the quests here, and if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm not going to cover anything on Adventure Quest World's releases this week, because obviously it was just a zone revitalization, and there's never really too much juice in a release like that. Anyway, so you can pretty much follow where I go for this quest, and you can come along and see the Elder Dragon here, who will basically give you a quest item that you need, and then you can head back to Alata, who is the main NPC for the Dragon's Graveyard Part 1. Anyway, so once we have spoken to her, you just need to follow me and pretty much go all the way to the back of the map. There's sort of about 3 different corners I'd describe that we're going to end up going to, and hopefully there won't be a guy attacking you, so you can go in and enter the dungeon. None of the dungeons have any tricky mechanics, so I'm not going to show you how to do them, because I'm sure you're all aware of how to do a dungeon. Once you eventually reach the end, you of course have the boss, and he will drop you the item that you need for this particular quest. It will then send you back to the main area, and then we can continue on with the quest like normal. It is actually a pretty cool dungeon, this, with the gold falling from the sky. Not going to lie to you, I do actually quite like it. So there you go. Anyway, so once you are back into the main area, we then have to head back to Alata again. We do head back to her quite a few times through this event, but it's simple questing, I will call it. Anyway, so next up we are again going on a little journey here. So we've got to go up and find this, it was called like a brazier or something weird like that anyway. And you just have to go up to the door here and just walk up to it, and then you'll get the quest item. So I presume it's like a door handle or something. I don't actually know what it means. That's just my sort of rough guess. Anyway, once you've done that, come along and defeat these little goldeny sparkly monsters. They're a little bit weird, if I'm honest. I don't really quite know what we would call them, but you know, they're just the little sparkly things. And then once you have done that, you are able to move on to the next quest, which has us going back and defeating the Dravirs, which are basically these, well, they're sort of like a flying dragony gargoyle thing, is again the best way I could possibly describe them. You'll need to defeat 4 of those monsters, and then once you have done that, the next quest you're going to want to have to do, what a saying that is, going to want to have to do, blimey, is click on these blue patches of grass. Now, pretty much any blue patch of grass will light up, but the arrow does point you in the rough direction of the ones that will give you the quest items, because the ones near the Dravirs right at the start, for some reason, were not given me. I have no idea why, but that was just the way it was going. And then you want to come along and speak to this mushroom guy here. He's also got a little merge shop for you, which I believe is actually a pretty cool shop, and then you can head back to Alata again, who will give you the next quest. Now we're pretty much going to have to start going into some more dungeons now, so if you just follow where I go right to the back of the map, sort of on the opposite side to the first dungeon, you will come across this little slope up here, which will take us on to nearly the final set of quests. Again, this dungeon is not overly difficult, and you will find it pretty straightforward. Once you reach the boss room, things however will get slightly more complicated. You will need to defeat the boss, and once you have done that, head up to the right and there's sort of a ledge. I'll show you this in literally just a second, and probably shouldn't explain too far ahead, because who knows, it may actually become, for some reason for me, the room bugged the first time I did this, so I got this and then it wouldn't give me the next item. So over the right hand side you'll see this little ledgy bit here. You just have to climb up the right, and then you can jump on top of it, and there will be a chest which is glowing. If it's not glowing, the room's bugged. Like I said, mine did that, so hopefully that doesn't happen to you, and you will see Ashen's ghost right there. Anyway, so all you need to do now is head back again to the main area, and we have very nearly completed part 1 of the Dragon's Graveyard. We've just sort of got another couple quests to do, but again, these ones are very straightforward. So Alata will now tell us to go to yet another location. You want to head back to that ginormous door where we got the handle from earlier. I'm calling it a handle now, I'm kind of just presuming that it was a door handle. And then we can actually, believe it or not, go in the door this time, which takes us down into sort of this huge cave thing, which we'll see in literally just a second when it eventually loads for me. And down the bottom is the little glowy patch, which of course is where we get our quest item. So if you're quick like me and run down it, and hopefully the monsters won't kill you, because I'm far too lazy to kill all these monsters. They do seem to hit pretty high after a while, so good luck getting through that. If you're a slightly lower level, you may actually have to defeat them all one by one. Once you get here, you'll get a cutscene, you're told that the guy in the middle is the bad guy, and that's the lot. So guys, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to leave the video with a like, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all again for the Adventure Quest news incredibly soon.